Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here today, and today we're going to swap out this stereo on this 2012 Mazda. First thing that we want to do is get in here, get your fingers behind here, and just pull that up. Get that out of the way. See a couple screws here that we're going to have to get at. Next thing you're going to see are these little guys down there. They've got the pop-out center. All you do is you slip in a flat blade or a panel popping tool like so into the edge. You'll see one side has a flat edge. All you do is you slip it in underneath and pop the center. After you do that, it'll slide right out. Then you can just grab this, give it a wiggle, and it'll pop out like that. You'll see a Phillips right here. Loosen this guy and take it right out. Go to the other side here, do the exact same thing. All you do is pop out that center clip, pop it out, Phillips screw right there. Let's take it out and this whole centerpiece will come right off. Next thing you want to do, drop your glove box, squeeze it to the side, this will pop out. You can put this anywhere you want, grab and give this a little bit of a pull down here. Come down here, just gonna go right here and right there. This just pulls out like so. Then this should come out too. I just need to see if we have, just like that. Pop this door open. Just like that. I'll take a look. There might be a screw. You could just leave this like this for a second. Just wanted to see. See? There we go. That's what I wanted to see. You can leave this here, or there's probably... Oh, no, there it is. Perfect. That one's out of our way. Right here, let's see. Again, another pop. There we go. And again, this is just popping forward. I don't know. I might just leave this one right here just because I know this will move now. So this is your glove box. So come around, look where my pinky is, see if it focuses. See that 10 mil that's up there? You need to take out that 10 mil so the radio will come out. It's a factory. You'll see that this is the radio and you'll see that 10 mil is holding it in. Back in here, just take it out. After that, you can slide this out. I put this back in. The original owner tried to take the hazard light out, but that does not come out until afterwards. So just make sure you go around the corner there, pull out that bolt. After you do that, slide this forward. These are duck tabs, meaning if you feel around to the bottom, you'll feel a little tab. You just squeeze them and then hold the deck and pull them out. Next thing, just rest it right here on the shifter and just go to the back here, squeeze, compress, and pull these ones out as well. Next thing you want to do, you'll see these metal brackets here. One's here and one's on this side. Squeeze it, squeeze the other side with your fingers, or one with each finger, and slide it forward. These just need to compress to slide out. So if you're going doubled in, cut this out. If you're not going doubled in, then leave it in there and slide your pocket in. Got a JVC KDT 710 here, and as you can see, we have that. I'm just going to install the shell because that's the way I want this, so that way if this stereo ever goes defective, I don't have to take apart the entire dash again. I can just simply do the screws as necessary. So as you can see, we have this right here. All I'm going to do is slide that in like that, work it forward, and squeeze it in as tight as it'll go. I ended up just doing the side fins, not the top ones. I just don't want any impedance for that hazard light button, which I'm going to slide in next, just to see how it all looks. After that, just bend these hooks so they're in like that. That way we know the stereo will lock. If you forget to, depending on how good the factory put it in, it won't lock in proper. Up to you. You can either use their trim kit or you can use the one that comes with your stereo. We'll see if the stereo one fits. Make sure your stereo's the right way up. Slide it in. Bam. Again, that's how it'll look. If you had a doubled in, the process is the exact same. Really is. Now that we have that, we're good to go. These are for if you don't have a cage. So there's screws on the side of your stereo like that. So those would have clipped in here, and then after they clip in to the sides like this, you just put the screws in and they kind of like wedge open. They clip around the edge of the plastic. I rarely ever use these days because cages are just key. So now that we've done that, we've clicked the hazard light button in. We know that looks nice and good. I'm gonna flip this back over on the plastic. I'm gonna take these brand new clips here and I'm just gonna click them on one at a time. And again, just make sure that they slide into those barbs and you're good. Wiring harness is very, very easy, pretty self-explanatory. It's all color coded. Green, black to green, black, green to green. Same with the purple, same with the gray, same with the whites. Those are your speakers. So make sure those ones get hooked up. If you have an amplifier in your car and you're doing some sort of amplified system, usually you would use a blue-white. But as you can see with this one, it's blue-white. They just label as a power antenna, which will also turn on your amps if you do use an amp. And it does have one subwoofer output on this one. Next thing you'll have is this microphone. I'll show you where I'm going to clip the microphone on before I finish. And last but not least, you'll see that your stereo might have illumination. As you can see, the Mazda does not use illumination. Don't hook this one up. And you'll see steering wheel controls. If you have steering wheel controls and you buy a module, you can always hook that up. But other than that, everything else is very self-explanatory. Yellow to yellow, red to red, and black to black. While my soldering pencil's heating up, you'll see that you have an antenna adapter. It is a powered antenna adapter. Make sure you hook that up to that blue-white. In some decks, it might just be blue for power antenna. It will only come on if you hook it up to the blue wire if the power antenna, or you go to the radio on the tuner of your aftermarket stereo. If you aren't on radio, then it won't activate. If you don't want to worry about that, you can just hook it up like I'm doing to the remote wire, because this one has remote wire is a power antenna as well, which means it's continuous and on all the time that the stereo is on. So we have that right there. Gonna solder that, and then like I said, just color code the rest. Also, if you're using a double DIN deck, make sure that if you have a parking brake wire, if it's Kenwood and all those other ones, you would want to hook it up to the ground, so that way you can use all your settings all the time. Otherwise, it'll limit it to the parking brake. And if you're using a Pioneer or an Alpine, go look at my TR7 video or a TR1 video, and then what that'll allow you to do is hook in a relay module, so that way it'll trick the parking brake mechanism inside your radio. As you can see, we've got our harness here, all color matched to here. I've got it, I ran out of shrink tube, so I just taped over the solder joints, which is fine. It's electrical tape, and all I'm going to do is click in that side and that side, leave these two sides to get hooked into the radio. All I did is I tossed the microphone in here, folded this down, reached my fingers in here, grabbed the microphone, brought it up. After, like I said, just literally, if you want to too, you can use a zap strap or whatever you have. Throw it through here and you'll be able to grab it right here, no problem. Grab it, and then I like to put my microphone either right here on the top of the steering wheel, or you could put it up here if you wanted, wherever you'd like. I like to have it up here and in the center, because then it's away from that vent. It's away from the window, because if you put it up here, it's really close to the window, and same where all the other spots. So that's, like I said, I like to put it up here. You can put it wherever you'd like. Next thing you want to do is tuck in your harnesses so they're nice and tucked in back here, so that way you know they're not going to impede your stereo. And it's time to plug in the black connector, the Bluetooth microphone, and your antenna. And don't forget to plug in your 3 hazard light ones. You can't mess them up. They will only fit in one plug. Once you've gone ahead and done so, and you click this in, next thing that we're going to do is you could just take this, slide it back in, and push it on. Right here, put in your 2 Phillips screws. Once it's all back together, pretty easy. If you don't know how, you can just look at the video on how to. It'll pop up. As you can see, we would have audio. Can't show you anything because it's all copyright. But if you're going to do your settings, look for the button that says the settings. Usually you'll click and hold, it'll pop up, and then you just use this to go through. Set your display, which will be your colors. If it does different colors, this one's just blue. And then you can do Bluetooth mode, go to your system, turn off that annoying key beep if you want to. And clock will have your date and everything in it. And that's it. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out. Press like if it did and subscribe for more. Thanks.